You had some obstacles that you had to overcome in your career. What does it mean to you that you are a representation of a leader on and off the field?
I feel like definitely that's one of the things that I'm most proud of being here at Clemson. The different struggles that I went through coming, transitioning from high school to college, really being able to be an example to my teammates of how to overcome, how to shine as an example, to lead and to do the right thing, and how to practice, how to carry yourself as an individual. I feel like that's something I'm very proud of.
And my next question, if I may, what advice can you give some of the fans that look up to you as a role model about having patience and pursuing goals?
Definitely, I feel like for the fans, just always remember that you can only control what you can control. And that's your mindset, your attitude, and the amount of effort you put in every day. So just waking up and choosing excellence every day and being able to make a personal decision for yourself is something that I feel like everybody can take with them.
Next, we're going to go to Samuel Rodriguez Jr.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the NFL throws a lot of different situations at you. You played tackle throughout college. Do you feel as if you would need to be ready to play guard in the NFL? And how prepared are you for the possibility of this transition?
So definitely it's something I'm prepared for and ready for. And when I get to a team, I'm a team player. So if that's something that needs to be done for the betterment of the team, I'm going to do it. And so for me, I'm excited for the opportunity, whatever I'm able to play in the NFL. And I feel like I have the traits to be able to transition to whatever position they need me in.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Next up, we'll go to Brooke Pryor. Brooke, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? Just curious, with everything being different so far this year, do you have any meetings set up with any teams so far? And with your experience at Clemson, do you feel like you could be a day one starter in the NFL, particularly at left tackle?
So I do have meetings with teams, and I have been having meetings with teams so far during this process. It's been very enjoyable and a great experience for me to be able to have. And I feel personally that I would be more than just a day one starter in the NFL, and I'm very confident in my preparation here at Clemson.
Next up, we'll go over to Jacob Infante.
Hey, Jackson, what's up? How you doing?
How you doing, Jacob?
Doing pretty good. So obviously you've been a key part in these Clemson offenses over the past few years, and having all that experience and being battle tested, what advantage does that give you over some of the offensive linemen in this class?
I feel like just the level of competition that Clemson plays at every year, and the amount of games and just the in-game experience that we have as a program, I feel like it really just pours into my knowledge and the different things I'm able to do on the football field. And I feel like transition to the NFL, that's something that definitely separates me from others. And I feel like it's something that I'm glad that I had the opportunity to come to Clemson to be able to do.
Absolutely. And just to touch specifically on one team, the Bears are among those who need offensive line help. Just curious, have you had any discussions with them recently?
I don't think I'm going to disclose anything personal, but I have had mutual interest from every team in the NFL.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next up, we'll go over to Tyler Jeffries from Overtime Fantasy.
Hey, Jackson, how you doing today?
How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Hey, I just want to know, what offensive linemen have you studied that have helped mold your game into what has it become today? And also, I want to know, what have you been working on to improve in preparation for the NFL draft?
Yeah, definitely. So I love this question. And for me, I love watching guys like David Bakhtiari, Trent Williams, Joe Staley, who's done playing now, and just guys like Laramie Tunsil, guys who have, I feel, really just natural athleticism and balance, and something that I can relate to and resonate when I watch their film. And for me, I just love like being able to break down and take little bits and pieces from other elite players, parts of their games, and incorporate into my own.
John McMullen from Sports Illustrated, go ahead.
Hey, Jackson. Just wanted to talk to you about the teams you've met with, not specifics, but you mentioned moving inside the guard potentially. Have they stressed that versatility with you? Is that one of the things they've kind of emphasized to make yourself more valuable?
So I think all the teams I've talked to recognize my ability to be able to play any position. And I feel like all teams have expressed to me that they see me as a tackle, but also have asked me about the possibility of playing inside, and I'm always available to do both at a high level.
Anna Hickey, go ahead.
Hey Jackson, it's Anna. I was just curious why you decided not to work out today and what you're going to do in April. And then also, just could you assess your junior season at Clemson, the good and the bad, and where you think maybe you shined, and then areas maybe where you felt like you fell short a little bit?
So for me, the reason I didn't work out today is because I was just dealing with a lot of different things, like coming off the end of the season. But for me, I feel better prepared, and I'm excited to have my own pro day in April. I'm really looking forward to that, being able to perform. And as far as this past season, I felt like I had a great season. It was definitely a special season, just considering everything that we went through as a team, and really just being able to grow through all the adversity. And my play, I felt like was a bright spot for me. I felt like I played well. And honestly, I just wish that we could have finished together all the way to the end. And I felt like we had the capability to do that. And that's probably the only low light for me for the season.
Next, we'll go over to Raphael Haynes.
Hey, Jackson, Raphael from the 3-point conversion.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. April, you said you're going to work out in April. Of course, scouts and NFL teams will be there to see what you can do physically. But what are some of the things off the field or things that you can't just see in a workout that you feel like are your strengths and will help a team?
So I feel like, first and foremost, I'm a very intelligent and instinctive football player, and I feel like I have a really good mind for the game. I also feel like the energy and passion and aggressiveness I play with is very unique. I feel like that stems all the way back from me when I started playing football with my coaches, Coach Gill and Meadowdale Pee Wee football. And for me, just being able to separate myself with my effort and my mind and just the different physical gifts that God gave me, I'm really excited to see what happens in the NFL.
And then real quick follow-up. Of course, this is a process. You're getting ready for the NFL, getting ready for your workout. But have you took a second just to realize what you're going through and just absorb everything and just really appreciate, like, man, I can't believe I'm actually about to do this?
Yeah, definitely. Every day I thank God just for like the position I'm in and through all I've been through in my life, and just being able to just sit here before you and be able to have the opportunity to speak with you, just a blessing. And I feel like something I'm never going to take for granted. I'm really just trying to enjoy this process and take it slow.
Good luck, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Last two will come from Brandon Carwile and then Will Vandervoort. Brandon, go ahead.
Hey, Jackson. Brandon Carwile here with Cheesehead
Brandon?
TV. Hey, how you doing, man? You mentioned David Bakhtiari as a player you look up to. What would it mean to you to kind of be drafted by the Packers and then to be able to kind of learn from him in the pros?
I think that would be awesome. I've actually spoken with him before. He's really just down to earth, like great guy, and being able to just not only just learn from him on the field, but also off the field, what it means to carry yourself as a professional and just how to operate in the NFL. I feel like he'd be a great mentor to me, and I'd be excited if the Packers chose me.
Thank you, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, Jackson, this is Will Vandervoort with the Clemson Insider. I was just curious, what went into your decision to go ahead and make the decision this year to go ahead and go into the NFL draft instead of coming back for your final year?
So me and my support team and the people around me just really felt like I had a good season and that I was ready, not only physically for the NFL, but just mentally and maturity-wise. And this is a great opportunity for me and a challenge that I've been dreaming of since I was literally a little kid. So just the opportunity that I have right now to just be able to go chase my dreams and do it full speed is something I'm excited and ready for.